Hello everyone, this is Amit Samdarshi, also known as Amit Sam. I am an MBA candidate at NUS Business School and a product developer at a major fintech company. I'm starting this series called The Cost of MBA to discuss with you the tuition fees, living expenses, eating expenses, course duration, opportunity cost of major MBA programs in the world. By the end of this video, you will have one final number that is the real cost of pursuing an MBA at the B school that we will be discussing today. So let's get started with the video, but after the music. So in our first video, let's discuss about NUS Business School for obvious reasons. Now look at this picture. This is the Mokhtar Riyadi building, also known as the NUS Business School building. This building is situated in Singapore. So talking about Singapore, let's discuss the currency of Singapore. Singapore's currency is Singapore dollar, and it is equivalent to 55 INR or 0.75 USD. Also, to put things in perspective, 1 USD is equal to 75 INR. All these three numbers we'll be using for future calculations. So these are good to know. So let us see the application fees and also the dates of the applications. It is something good to know. So application fees is $100. For full-time MBA, the applications are starting on 28th of October 2021. So please apply soon if you want to be considered for scholarships and have a higher chance of getting accepted. The round 2 is 17 January, 31 March is the third round. For the part-time MBA, the first round is ending at 31st March. So if you want to be considered for the test waiver, you should apply before this. Again, for the round 2, the date is same as it was for 2021, that is 17th May 2021. Sorry, 17th May 2022. So one important thing to note for the part-time candidates is if you have more than 7 years of experience, you can actually skip the GMAT part and take EA, which is executive assessment, which is similar to GMAT, but it's more designed for people with higher experience. So a bit easier, a bit shorter, a bit cheaper. So you can definitely consider that if you have more than 7 years of experience. Now moving ahead, let us see the course duration. So for the full-time MBA, the course duration is 17 months, while for the part-time MBA, the course duration is 24 months. The reason being because full-timers give all the time for studies, while the part-timers also have their job with them. So that is why they cannot give full time to the studies. Important thing to note here is if you do not live in Singapore, if you are a foreigner, or if you do not already have a job in Singapore, you cannot pursue part-time MBA. You can only think about full-time MBA. Part-time MBA is only for Singaporeans, PRs, or people who are already working in Singapore. So moving ahead, let us see what are the tuition fees. So as I already told you in my previous videos, NUS gives equal preference to full-timers and part-timers, and that is why they charge equal fees. For full-timers, the fees is $76,000 plus GST. So 7% tax is there. So the final number that comes out to be is 81320. And since they give equal treatment to part-timers, the fees for part-timers is also same. So moving ahead, now how can you pay this fees? So to pay this fees for full-timers, you have to pay $10,000 at the time of acceptance. Then in semester 1, you pay $33,000. In the semester 2, you pay $33,000. Now, backtracking to the thing that I said, this was excluding the GST. So if you include GST, the final numbers are 1070035,310. So for part-timers, it is a bit more relaxed, but you have to pay $10,000 as an acceptance fees plus GST. But the rest of the fees you can pay in 4 parts. In semester 1, you pay 17655, semester 2 same, semester 3 same, and semester 4 same. So you get more time to pay your fees, and it's a bit more relaxed schedule compared to the full timers. So now for most of the future calculations, we will only consider full timers as our benchmark and not the part timers, because part timers are already living in Singapore, so it may not be very valuable for them. But let's see for full timers what will be the cost of accommodation. So here I am referring to the numbers that I got from Numbeo, and it also matches with my personal experience of living in Singapore. So let us see what is the cost of accommodation. Very important, if you get accommodation in university, it may be a bit cheaper, but that is not always guaranteed. Many a times you do not get university accommodation and you have to live in the city, outside the city, at your own convenience. So it's good to know how much you have to expend if you do not get a university accommodation. And even the university accommodation, the prices will be on the same range. So if you get a 3-bedroom apartment and you share with 2 other people in the city center, that's $4,000. And if you get outside city center, that is $2,400. So since I'm assuming that you will be sharing with 2 other people, your personal rent will be 1/3 of the whatever I told you just now. So the average approximation would be 1067. So I'm assuming that there is an equal chance of living in the city, living outside the city, because Singapore is pretty urban. Everywhere is city. It's just that places like Marina or the central areas are a bit more expensive than places like, let's say, the West Coast. So the total cost of accommodation for 17 months would be 17 into 1067. That comes out to be 18133. That's a good number to note. So we will consider it by the end. Now coming to the cost of eating. Again, you are a student and university has a bit cheaper price than the rest of the city. And that is why I have also considered the super inexpensive meals that I also got from Numbeo. So this is pretty realistic. You can actually get one meal for $5.5, or if you do not eat within the university, you eat outside. Sometimes you can have to pay one meal for $12. So I have done some weighted averaging to get to the final number. I have assumed that 75% of the times you will be eating super inexpensive meals, and 25% of the times you will be eating inexpensive meals that is within the university or outside the university. So the final number that comes out to be is 641, and this is monthly expense. So 17-month course into 641, it comes out to be 10901. So this is also a good number to note. Now coming to the next expense, which is cost of not working. So since you are doing an MBA, you won't be working. So I've assumed your monthly salary to be 2,000 US dollars. Now I know for few people, it may be very underwhelming to see just $2,000 of monthly salary. But for developing countries, it can be overwhelming also. So that is why you should put your own salary for correct calculation. I have assumed $2,000 as a ballpark figure, and we have to remember that this is USD. So the loss of salary is course duration into monthly salary, 17 months into $2,000, and the final number comes out to be 34,000 US dollars. So let's see the final calculation now. So the final calculation looks something like this. It's a 17-month course, $100 application fees, tuition fees, cost of accommodation, cost of eating. All these are visible cost, but the invisible cost, which is the cost of not working, that also comprises in your opportunity cost, is $34,000. So visible cost in SGD is 110455. We will convert it into US dollars, and it comes out to be 82841 plus the cost of not working in US dollars, that is $34,000. So the total cost of NUS MBA is 116,841, that is $117,000 almost. And if you convert it into Indian rupees, it comes out to be 87.63 lakh rupees. So here you have to note that we haven't considered the other expenses, like you may want to travel, you may want to do some other expenses. I haven't considered that. I would definitely recommend you that before you start doing an MBA, before you're thinking of doing an MBA, definitely have at least the visible cost with you, which is 110455 Singapore dollars. You can convert it into Indian rupees or USD at your own convenience based on the data that I have given already in the beginning of the video. So the final cost is $117,000 almost for the NUS. So let us see our leaderboard. Also, this Excel sheet will be available in the description. So let us see our leaderboard. So my plan is to create a complete leaderboard about the most expensive MBAs with the final figures. So currently I have done only one video for the NUS Business School. So it is the first and the last in the whole leaderboard. So you can see the total cost of NUS Business School here. But I will be keep on making more videos on the cost of MBA so that I can give you a wholesome idea on what are the hidden costs of pursuing, let's say, Oxford MBA, Harvard MBA, Columbia, and whatnot. So please stay tuned to this channel. Also, if you want to reach out to me, my Instagram and LinkedIn QR codes are here. You can scan them and please reach out. And until next time, peace. If you have liked the video, show some love, comment, like, share, and give me peace.